Alright, who's the wise guy that told me there's going to be a Harlem Shake here? Oh, it's Blinky from Pac-Man. Okay! Hey, it's freeform tonight, why not? Anyway, just some random, off the wall things that are going to pop out of my head and off this notebook and all that stuff. The only way I can see I can get it on by banging a gong is if I'm Chuck Barris. Or if I'm the unknown comic. Hey, if I'm a guy with a bag over my head, I might get somewhere. Anyway. For those of you who have ever thought that you've been rejected more times than anyone else in a lifetime, you've obviously never worked a kiosk at a shopping mall. I mean, I'm at, Arundel Mills, they have these, they have this place called Deja Vu, and, which sells, what any, guy or, what any guy or gal wants, like, creams and lotions, from, that made from, like, sea salt or whatever. and ironically enough, they have, just around the corner, they have, not just Deja Vu, but Deja Vu 2. And, the Yogi Berra expression comes to mind, it's Deja Vu all over again. It's an interesting statistic, some of you may remember the life call ads, the late, most people would remember the old lady that said, "I'm fallen and I can't get up," Mrs. Fletcher. Oddly enough, nobody remembers poor Mr. Miller that said, "I'm having chest pain." I wonder if anyone ever got to poor Mr. Miller. Anyway. I went to Groupon.com. I was so disappointed, not a single deal on an orgy. No 2 for 1, no double coupons, this is a joke that originally didn't have a punchline, but I'm not sure if it needed one, but I'm going to give it one anyway. How many Superdome officials does it take to change a light bulb? Here's my favorite one. This is not my punchline. This is this one that was suggested to me. 1 to change the light bulb, and 3 to fill the time while it's being done. I'd like to have alphabet soup in China. 40,000 letters in every can. I'm going to try something a little bit off the wall here again, because I've never done this before. This is free form, so why not? I'm going to tell a story that it's a true story, but something that happened a long time ago. It's the story of my very first date. And by a long time ago, I mean about 9 years ago. So there's some details of the date that I don't quite remember. So if anyone happens to remember anything or wants to give me a suggestion to help me out, in case I blank out, just feel free to suggest something. All right. So anyway, while I was at I was a student at Towson University. And I actually asked this girl out, and we went to this one place, the place that any guy would take a girl. I took her to, where did I take her to? Anybody?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese, yeah. that's the place where any, guy would take a girl. I mean, play around in the ball cage, tossing around the rubber balls and arcade games. They had, 9 years ago they actually had arcade games out of Chuck E. Cheese. Now they have, skee ball. That's about it. So anyway, while we were at Chuck E. Cheese's, I ordered something. I ordered
banana split.
Yeah, I ordered the banana split because, why go there for pizza when you can have a banana split? I'm an original guy, I think outside the box. I share a banana split with my date, and then after the date is over, then after Chuck E. Cheese's, we went out somewhere else, and I can't. Where did I take her to next?
Toys R Us.
I took her to Toys R Us because who else doesn't want to see Jeffrey the giraffe? And how many Toys R Us's? I mean, believe it or not, there were Toys R Us's when I went out 9 years ago. There are actually many right now. Everyone buys toys online. And while I'm at the Toys R Us, I couldn't resist. I had to look and browse around in this one section.
My Little Ponies.
My Little Pony. Because friendship is magic, people. And they did have My Little, they had My Little Ponies back then too. So while we're looking around at, and this was when My Little Pony was all girly. It's not all. I mean, it's not, there weren't no bronies back then. There weren't any guys that were man enough to admit that that they loved My Little Pony on the Hub channel, like my brother and myself would, rather rightfully admit. Okay. I don't have too much more time left, so I'm going to sort of shift gears a little bit here. I am working on a documentary about my comedy and the stuff that I do. And when I was 35 years old, I'm 39 right now, I found out that I had some mild form of autism called Asperger's syndrome. That's right. I found out I had something with a really stupid name. So my friend Bill and I are trying to put together a documentary called Your Asperger's is Showing. Because that's a memorable title. Who can forget a title like that? Anyway, we're going to launch this on Kickstarter, and we have some awesome, we're going to have some awesome incentives. Like if you donate $10, you get a T-shirt with my face on it. Who wouldn't want something like that? And if you donate $20, you get a copy of the movie once we're done with it. And if you donate $30, you're going to be put into a drawing. And the lucky female, sorry guys, you don't apply here, the lucky female will get to go out on a once-in-a-lifetime date with yours truly, Matt Kaiser. I only wish that was true. That's something that Bill and I will need to talk about. So I am going to end it at that point. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Matt Kaiser, everybody. You can find him on Facebook. You can go to the Kickstarter site. He does have, I believe there's a YouTube channel as well that has the